Hello and welcome to the Backyard Machine Shop. Today guys, I've been out here working on this furnace drum switch, and this is what's going to control the Pratt and Whitney lathe. So what I got to work on, and I'm going to do a quick video on, is we're going to make a bracket to come in and mount this drum switch over here underneath this motor. Okay, so that way I'm working the lathe, I got control, I can get to it. The only thing I see is maybe this shifter here might be in a little way, so we might move it a little bit forward. Now the easiest way to do this is to just take a piece of sheet metal and bend it, you know, and screw it on there and drill you some holes for that and fit. But I'm going to actually machine a bracket, and we're going to do it quick and easy. And when it's done, it's going to be a nice looking bracket and very strong, very stable. So stay tuned, and I'll get set up on the mill and we'll take care of the bracket. Alright guys, we're over at the mill now, and we got the block sitting in the vise, and pull this handle. And we've just got our datum set to the back jaw, you know, the face of the back jaw on Y and the edge of the jaw on X. And this part's not critical in tolerances and location. I mean, locations on these holes I'm fixing to drill need to be pretty precise, but other than that, it's a pretty free part. First thing we're going to do is we're going to drill. Now somebody has put extra holes in this part. Apparently they didn't have a bracket big enough, so and they've walled out these a little bit. But what I'm going to do is we're going to drill this this plate for this bracket. We're going to drill it first for these hole locations while we got a good square part. So I've measured this, and we're 4, and I'll double check it. In this direction, we're 4 and 3/4. And in this direction, we're 2 inches. Okay, so we need 2 inches hole pattern here and 4 3/4 in this direction. Our material, I think, is 3 inches. You have 3 inches 10 thousandths by 5 inches 665. So again, dimensions aren't real critical as far as that goes, but with this 3 inch 10 thousandths, and then I got a 2 inch hole location, so we need to move a 1/2 inch inside and drill the hole. So let me find a spot drill. Alright, so right now we're sitting on 3, 2, alright, right there we're sitting 0, 0, and that should be our corner. It is. Okay, so the first dimension in our X, we're going to come over 3/8. So we go to 375. Okay, and then we're going to come in 505 thousandths. That should put us somewhere centered when we do the part. Again, when we finish with this plate, this section is only going to be a 1/4 inch deep. So I'm just going to drill down. I got a number 21 drill here for the 1032 tap. I'm going to drill down and spot and drill down about a 1/2 inch and move to all those locations. So here we go. Start our first hole. But tell you what, we're going to go there. We need to go over from that spot 2 inches. Dead on the money. Okay guys, so now I've got the number 21 drill, which is a tap size for the 1032 drill tap. So we're going to drill this maybe a ½ inch deep. It really don't matter. We just need to get below a ¼ inch. So let's get going. Perfect. Yeah, so now we got the block turned up, and what we're going to do is we're going to drill dead center of our bracket, and I'm going to drill it, and these holes will be drilled with a 3/16, and I'll have to go find one, and we're going to slot it a ¼ inch either side of center. That way we'll have some adjustment in our bracket. So we're going to go ahead and spot them. Alright guys, so now we're on the still on the upright setup. What I've done is I've put a 3/16 center cutting end mill in. We're going to come down and drop in these holes, and we're going to move a ¼ inch in each direction. That'll give us an adjustment in the bracket. Again. Alright guys, so here we have it. We have our 4 holes to be tapped and our 2 slotted holes for adjustment. Now we're going to die-chem this up and draw out what we want to do. And basically we're going to remove everything in here except a rib in the middle. and make it a 1/4 inch all the way around. So I'm gonna turn the cameras off, get the dicom drawn up, and I'll come back. All right, guys, so here's how we got our part set up. This is the top, this is the face that the switch is gonna mount to. And we're gonna come in now, and we've set ourselves up with an angle. We're gonna leave the part 3/8 thick, and we just drew a angle. This angle is gonna end up being a rib in the center of the part when we're through. Okay, so our job now is we're gonna machine that off and get to that point. Yeah, so what we got now is we just laid a parallel in here, set our part up at that angle, clamped it as tight as we could, and now we got a 3-inch face mill in here, and we're going to come in and just machine it down flat. Up to do 50 thou. Got a mess in here, guys. Anyway, this should be our final pass. Let's see where we're at. We're at about, oh, we're right there at it right now. Yep. All right, guys, so where we at now, went back and re-blued the part and showed what we're going to cut out. We're going to remove this section and we're going to remove that section up to this point. So we're going to have a bracket. This is going to be our bracket right there to mount. Okay, guys, so we've got it set in the jaws. We got it setting on a set of parallels here. Tap down. And what I want to do is I want to establish this 3/8. Now I can edge find everything, do the math, but we're doing this, like I said, quick and easy. So we're going to come in and we're going to establish this this line here. We'll transfer it to the back side and we're going to establish the lines in the middle. And then we're just going to hog it all out. Okay? Okay guys, so one side's finished. like I went in just a little bit too deep on one of the first passes. But anyway, the got that side finished. We got to move to the other side and do the same thing. First thing we have to do is establish our lines, which I should have went to 0, which will be fine. All right, so we're going to start on this side, do the same thing. Alright guys, that pretty much wraps up the bracket video, and it turned out real good. There's a couple of things. The biggest thing is, originally when I laid it out to drill the holes, I was thinking I was going to use a 1/4 inch, and then when I laid it out at 3/8. And you can see that in the video when I made the two different size comparisons. But anyway, I should have stuck with a 1/4 inch and everything would have been perfect. The only problem is the holes are in the radius a little bit, and it ain't gonna cause a problem. Just have to use a shorter screw where it won't come all the way through. Also, these I didn't drill them deep enough originally, so I had to go back and open them up a little bit. But other than that, the bracket came out great, and I just wanted to show that you could do it with some simple layout tools. And I usually work off prints, but when you got to do something like this, it's just real easy to do. Just lay out and get an idea of how you want to make it, and make it. So it's going to mount right here, and that's going to be where our switch is. I should be able to reach it from everywhere. The next thing I wanted to talk about is going forward. Hopefully, I can get all this mounted this week. Maybe the switch wired up. We actually may turn the lathe on, be able to run the lathe some by the end of this week. I got a pulley on a belt on the way, and we've got the reversing mechanism back here. I don't know if you remember, well, it's on my shirt here. If you look, there's a bar that runs across the back, and well, here's the bar. Okay, so this bar runs across the back. Now this is a piece of old pine, and it's original to this lathe, I'm assuming. I've really considered making this aluminum tube and making two fittings to make it fit. And I'm still that close, but it's, like I said, this is original. I want to keep it. I want to keep it original. It's been there for 100 years, and I just spray painted it, got it painted. I got to put the ends on it, and a couple other things. But hopefully we'll try to get those on this week. And it's getting down to that point to where all the little fine details that you got to just keep getting right. and then hopefully we'll start making some chips. If not by the end of this week, definitely by the end of next week. So still looking. I'm going today. Heading out today. I'm going to look for. I think I got an idea on some wicking and where to get it from local. I need 2 pieces 3 inches long, so I don't need 250 feet of it. So I'm gonna go look and see, and I'll get back with you on that. Other than that, everything is moving right along. So with that said, and with the bracket made, I guess that's a wrap. So from the Backyard Machine Shop, so long.